What's going on? What's going on? Brutus here, bringing you the latest OneHive Prime War recap. And started off, go to clan. Taking a look at the last war streak, war log. I think it's important to pause here and take a look at the clans that recently matched, some arranged and some random, against the primates. I mean, they beat a Medan Warrior 4. Just before that was We See Dark Falls. Was a very close war there, very respectable 115 to 118. The percentage being 96. Forgive me, it's been a while. I don't know the details on that, but I don't believe it was a fair fight, just random matchup. But I wanted to talk about the Unbeset War. I believe is a top war clan out there, and also the Fortas LTU was also an epic war. I believe from the potluck. Is it the potluck? I believe. I don't know. I'll get corrected in the comments on this, but some really top-notch clans in the war log here. Really great competition, and a lot of fun for the guys at the on the OneHive Prime side. So, without further ado, though, we're here for OneHive Prime versus Chaos Hammer, an arranged war over the weekend, and Chaos Hammer, spoiler alert with the red bar, ended up pulling down the win, 86 to 88. Respect out to Chaos Hammer and JoJo and all the leadership, Sean and Cheddar, and everybody that had the leadership that put this arranged war together. And on my understanding, I mean, really looking at the percentage, 97.4 to 97.8, that says it all. This was an epic war, both sides, great showing, and a lot of fun, a lot of shit talking in the backroom chat applications, and I'm going to talk about that in this recap. So. Let's go ahead and talk what was the damage done. So there was one Town Hall 11 each side, okay, and then the equal number of Town Hall 10s all the way through. But on the left-hand side, we got Chaos Hammer ended up doubling the top Town Hall 11, getting a 65% comparatively to a 66% with Cheddar. But then really the game was won at the Town Hall 10 level, where they cleared all the Town Hall 10s except one, Helm's Deep here, and everything else was just cleared out. And then for OneHive Prime, they left obviously 3 Town Hall 10s uncleared. We have this one. That's awesome. That one, and then PBJ 1-Star King. So really the story of the war. Winning on the Chaos Hammer side was the Town Hall 10s, just wasn't enough to get through. However, it's a perfect segue to get into the first replay, which is a 10-on-10 a fresh hit 3-star. So we're going to start that off with Michael against number 4 here, Clan Hunter. And really like this, he's going to do a Queen Walk minor attack. However, he's going to have a little bit of, it's almost a necessity. Like I said, bowlers are the MSG of cock. They enhance everything. So it's going to have bowlers, max bowlers in the CC. Starts a nice funnel with just a few minions up top to ensure that gold mine goes down before this Archer Tower goes down. Really scary moment. Almost loses his queen right here. Drops the rage down so that she stays in the rage as long as possible as she gets around these high hit points and high point defense coming at her, concentration. Makes it out okay. Opens up the wall. Sends in a few giants just to tank for those wall breakers to get in. And there goes the max CC giants under rage and erases the core. Queen takes care of the Infernal Tower. Poison to greet the CC. BK and the Royal wants to go see what's going on, and then they get bitch slapped once they get engaged here. Just really nice. But see, right here, I'm going to pause here. Look how early he sent his miners. In a previous video I did on taking down a Town Hall 10, and actually giving respect out to, I believe it was North Watchers that we saw do it, when we arranged the war with them with OneHive versus North Watchers. We did that on one of the Town Hall, at least I did, and there was some talk around it, that when you send your miners earlier and make them a part of the kill squad flanking like that, that there's more synergy as we push play. There's a lot of replays I got to show. There's more synergy in the flow of this boner attack. I mean, there is bowlers and miners, not quite not quite 20 miners, as there's a lot more than that here, but the synergy of it all is really nice because not only are point defenses that could pick off 1 or 2 miners on the way in being distracted, but the kill squad might even get a little bit of that heal action, which is what we saw down lower by the town hall, and the impact that has is keeping up your bowlers up a little bit longer. They get everything they needed to. Once this infernal tower goes down, it's just his miners, his queen walk, and about 20 miners left, -2 right there, or I believe that's about 16. I don't know, place your bets now how many miners are actually underground. Once they pop back up here, there's going to be about 5 left remaining. So, super tight butthole moment, as there's a lot of HPS on the map still, and I really didn't know if he was going to get it watching this replay. Is you can, the way that I kind of count miners is I look for the little candle on their head. That's the way. That's what sticks out for me. So there's 5 miners remaining here, as we got 3 split up and then 1 working on the side. But because the queen still had the healers behind her, there was really no doubt he's going to get this. As we go to ×2, really nice fluid attack, Michael. I really enjoyed that. Great job. So we're going to pull out of here. I'm going to skip over what I wanted to really get a laugh about, which is NotCrazyMoving. We're going to go, I'm going to show one of his, actually I'm going to show one of his attacks. His on number 7, and then we'll come back to this. So this was not a fresh hit. However, let me make sure and look at my notes. Yeah, this is a cleanup. What I really liked about this is we take a look at the base. He started his queen walk and a little baby drag here to get that funnel going on the bottom right. But look at the army composition. It's a mass dragon attack, which is not uncommon for Town Hall 10s. I mean, I do them for the proven high percentage doubles if you're at that level in Clan Wars with your clan. But what you don't see in his army composition is there's no Zap Quake. That's almost common now with mass dragon attacks, that you just kind of see a Zap Quake dragon with a Lalo to lead the way, or a double Zap Quake and a Rage remaining to push the mass dragons through. Reddit Omega does quite a bit of this with their Town Hall 10s. If you're brave enough to leave your Expos to ground, and being that these are also left to ground, that's what he does. So the Queen is going to get 2 air defenses, the CC, and he's aiming to get the Queen by herself, and the Rages are just for the walk. There's no Hound in the CC either, or bowlers. It's just another dragon and a loon, and a few loons. It was really nice. So while he does this, right here, this is really another story to the success here. Watch how he funnels his BK in the top up here. I really like this. Starts it on this, so the next nearest trash building is up there. I'm going to zoom out just a little bit. Starts the baby dragon because we want him to, once this goes down, he'll get the trash building up top, opens up the wall, and then comes right back down. I mean, damn. Wow. Sends in the beefy BK. Once he hits the rage ability, it's done. Meanwhile, the Queen didn't quite take that jump, but that timing was off. It's there for 60 seconds, but she's gonna beat through and be able to handle this fine. While he knows that that's taking place, he already set his mass dragons on the bottom right here that have like a clean shot going from right to left like that, from the 6 up to the 9 o'clock position. Has 1 freeze for the back end for when the dragons are going to be wounded heading that way. But this queen, the story, so many aspects of why this is such a great raid. The return on investment for those 3 rages, specifically on his queen charge, to get to all 4 air defenses, the funneling of the BK, and then the freezing of the back end for when his mass wounded dragons meet that infernal tower. It won't pose much of a threat, and he still sent a complimentary loon in there to do some work. I don't even think the dragons ended up getting it. I think the loon did it. But man, that was a nice attack. We go to ×2 here, nothing but cleanup. Sexy, sexy. Alright, ×4. Already getting lengthy on the video. Need to shut up, son. Let's get out of here, and then we're going to continue down to a really nice attack, Rage, who has his own channel, showcasing more of his, this is a fresh hit as well. Who else? Wait, nope, I don't think this is, I take that back, I don't believe this is a fresh hit. You can correct me in the comments, Rage, I'm sorry. So this is his Town Hall 9, he has his own channel with some minions up top here. I'm going to pause here. He has his own channel that shows some of his raids. I'll put the link in the description. But what's impressive about this, it's a penta. It's technically a queen pop. What that means is he's going to leave the queen way over there at the end by the air defense all by itself. As we push play, he's going to leave it for the end. Uses the BK to basically, rather than taking out the CC and the queen, he uses it just to start part of the funnel for specifically loon pathing. Really nice. And I don't recall what was in the CC, but obviously as a cleanup, he knew that it wasn't the return on investment to go there to get the CC out. Might have been a hound in there, or even a golem or something. But there goes his double stack in the first AD. All 4 ADs are still up. The loon pathing for this is super sweet. Gets over here, he's going to lose just a few loons on the top left. Meanwhile, he keeps working them in that clockwise motion, circling around, keeping the hounds in front of the majority of his loons, while he got pups in the back end doing some cleanup, holding on to that queen. Stu has a rage and a few haste. Sends the 4th hound towards the 2nd air defense. Fighting the sweeper, has a haste for it. As we zoom in just a little bit, they'll take care of that. And then they're going to hold right here because he's got a Tesla farm on the bottom left. Heal for that. I'm almost convinced this was a cleanup because of the spell placement. And if not, that's just, I'm just going to say it's a cleanup. But I would have wrote down it was fresh. So here it is. Here's the story. Queen pop. If you guys haven't seen this. Really risky to do. Lot of payoff. Queen is going to stay locked onto the hound. As we go to play, while the loons sneak in, and when the hounds bust, watch that they will the pups will lock onto the fully maxed Town Hall level 9 queen, and she is out of the picture. That is a thing of beauty. Then he drops his queen as cleanup. Are you freaking kidding me? Drops the queen almost like cleanup. Enough minions on the back end here to do that. But watch the other part of this. He's got right here. So the hound comes out, to distract the queen. He still has these two defenses left. So he sends in a single loon to each one. Damn. I mean, I wish I had vision like this to plan this attack. Here's the first one. So we go to 2, and the second one. Because you don't want the minions to circle up on that. They'll get eaten alive. Damn. That is just a thing of beauty. We go to ×4. Such a creative attack. Really, that's probably my favorite raid of the entire war. But there, I don't know. We got to go to the next one here because this is really what the story was about. Let's take a look at two bases right here. Let's take a look at number 5. Which were NotCrazyMoving was cleared. All right, take a look at that army composition, committed to memory, if you will. Let's screenshot it because I know some people already did. Let's back out, and there's a reason why I use those words, because if we go to Crazy Not Moving or NotCrazyMoving and inspect his base, oh my god, oh my god, is that like the same base? Yes, it is. It is the same base. So one thing that's kind of crazy as we go to number 5, I'll show you the replay here. And NotCrazyMoving hit first. So as he does hits his own base, basically when base review, back in the day when you could basically troll people with your bases, you could kind of tell, especially if you're like starting out in wars and you use internet bases, it's not uncommon that you see same bases on the same side. And I remember as leaders, when I was first starting out, like, you guys can't use that base. You can't have the same bases in war, either side, because then the other side will see how it's taken down. But seeing how war bases are not revealed until battle day, this may happen. We got people that also look at reviews on YouTube and copy the base. And so, full disclosure, my understanding, and this, you guys can correct me in the comments section, but my understanding was this specific base, as we look at this boner attack, AQ Walk boner attack that NotCrazyMoving's doing, but this was a base that was grabbed from a Spartan Legacy War, and my understanding was that that specific base from the Spartan Legacy War was actually grabbed from a Chinese modding clan. So, I mean, This was used in a range war from prior before, so it was used again, and this is what happened. Nice jump placement. As NotCrazyMoving sends in his bowlers here, nice little walk going on. His bowlers will basically gut this entire section here, which is what's going to happen as he drops down the rage. And now watch on the bottom left-hand corner, he's going to send max CC miners along with 13 more. Yep, 13 more. Oh no, wait, oh no! What was that? What was that? That wasn't... What was that? That wasn't Max Miners. That was a Loon and Baby Dragon combo. Oh no! So right at this point in the backroom chats, people watching this, knowing that it should have been CC Max Miners, basically talking crap, saying at that moment that you know NotCrazyMoving messed up. So let's see what happens as we go to ×2. Chat was blowing up. People were ready to troll NotCrazyMoving. Meanwhile, healers lock onto the miners, give them some more heal through this section, which you don't have a heal for. They make their way all the way around, and then he has a heal for the end and clears the base. It's awesome. Alright, so we go to ×4 here. This was the first attack done. So, knowing that it cleared, seeing it done on the exact same base, I gotta show it. I gotta show it. We're NotCrazyMoving. Here it is. Here's the return on investment, right? Obviously, seeing it work wonders. Respect out to Khal Drogo. This is not the one in OneHive. This is somebody else that bought, that is utilizing this account. It's not the same one. And he just got it and is new to Clan Wars. So respect out to you for, you know, just the way to jump into Clan Wars. Respect out to you, man. Starts to walk, does everything identical, just doesn't go as smoothly. But the thing is, he thought that having valkyries and a baby dragon in the CC was like intentional. Obviously, he knows what he's doing, right? That wasn't the case. This was a complete accident. And still cleared. This one did not, right? So if we back out here, this is actually what the plan was that NotCrazyMoving was trying to execute. Muhammad here ended up doing it, where you had max CC miners coming out of there on the left-hand side as we go to ×2. Just for the sake of time, I just thought that it was a bit hilarious. The details of how that happened. NotCrazyMoving having an accident, basically, of basically you have the exact same war on each side that you could fair challenge all day long on, right? So they were using defensive CC to practice on for everybody else in the clan to get warmed up and stuff, and NotCrazyMoving forgot to switch it out to max miners and still cleared the base. So then the right hand side, Khal Drogo there, decided to replicate it, didn't quite do it, thinking that it was undone intentional when it wasn't. A little bit not as smooth. Didn't pull down the 3. Meanwhile, there's the way it should be with those max miners going straight at that inferno. We go to ×4 here because it's the exact same attack strategy going in, except obviously this one went a lot better and smoother because it was done as intended. However, if you guys notice, NotCrazyMoving had a heal left over here, so that's just more respect out to NotCrazyMoving that when things didn't go right, he still pulled down the 3. I found it all comical. I'm not making fun of any player. Just the situation was kind of comical, guys. Alright, so respect out to Chaos Hammer. They pulled down the win against a range war with OneHive Prime. It's baby time because she's out calling for me, so I gotta go. Once again, it's Brutus reminding you, you gotta be better than a double, and I'll check you next time.